So today, the last day of the trekking, is going to be a tribute to all the trekkers who lost their lives back in what is known as the worst trekking disaster in Nepal. It was the unfortunate day of October 14, 2014 when at least 43 trekkers died, with snow falling as high as 5 foot 11 inches tall within 12 hours time. By October 19, up to 400 people were rescued from the Annapurna Circuit. There were trekkers from Israel, Slovakia, New Zealand, Germany and our very own Nepal. The trek began at 3:30 am from Thorang base camp with our head torches in the pitch black mountain after having a sizable breakfast alone at the hotel's cabin, and at -10 degrees Celsius, the water in our bottles were all frozen. It wasn't until 7 am when the sun rose that we found our rhythm. I took a Diamox tablet, too late, but I didn't want to take any risks on that important day. So with all that being said, you can imagine the emotions we went through at that altitude. If it was anything up top at those high mountains, then it was absolute surrealism and nothing else. Just our soul and the mountains, absolutely stunned by the rocky giants among low-hanging clouds. And yeah, the footage isn't slow-mo at all. We all walked that slow up top there, one step at a time, finding the rhythm of our heart in the land where oxygen decreases with every meter gained every now and then. After clicking a photo with a friendly horseman who instructed us, our spirits rose as we were the very last group attempting to cross the pass, as everybody else were already miles ahead of us. So we took that rare opportunity to immerse ourselves in the solitude of serene beauty of the Himalayas. Just three adventurous men in the roughest terrain and howling wind, trying to achieve one of the greatest outdoor accomplishments, a story that we could proudly tell back to families back home of how we found ourselves in the land of mountains. With every step igniting a new fire within us, our excitement level began accordingly. We did not realize we were living one of the most beautiful and surrealism moment of our lives. We were just lost in the beauty, taking the photographs for a lifetime and living in the saying which says, to travel is always beautiful than to arrive, for it is not the destination we reach, but our journey till there. at around 12 in the noon, we could see a bunch of prayer flags few distance away and a tea house waiting for us. And eventually, we felt that rush of emotions hitting us from the deepest core of our hearts. When we were up top there, we were just living in the other world, screaming our hearts out and full of testosterone, feeling like we conquered the eternity. It demanded a whole lot of physical and mental caliber, but at last we conquered the highest La-Pass in the world, the highest point of the Annapurna Circuit, the Apple Pie Circuit, famously known as the world's best long-distance trekking route. Really lost for words. It's one of those very few days in our life that we don't get to be at that high altitude often. A really special feeling at a really special place. Especially when you were wasted and drunk just few days before the trek and not being in the very best shape for the adventure after going through so much physically and mentally. Yeah, hard not to get emotional. Is where all men suffer an emotional adrenaline. But no more suffering from now. We are descending to another district of Mustang. Now we are descending straight 1000 meter plus from 5416 meter to 3800 meter downhill. I should also mention that Thorong La-Pass is the border between Manang and Mustang. From here, Manang ends and the Mustang begins.
Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young and I didn't understand.
Halfway through our descent, we met with this friendly Italian who would let me take his photograph with his new iPhone 10 once I showed him the picture I took of him. Stunned by the landscape of Mustang, I had a similar photo like him, and then we headed down to Chamberbu. It was like stepping down to the earth from the heaven.
I was too young and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you
Yeah, can't wait to see you again. And here we are at Muktinath, the land they call graced by the God himself to wash away all our pain and suffering. But more than that, can you sense that? Can you just sense that? Our oxygen, we really miss that. After refreshing ourselves at the temple steps, offering our prayers and clicking some pictures of the devotees, we headed off to our hotel. Mustang is a small hamlet town in the middle of mountains, famous for apples and horse racing. Hundreds of devotees pay their homage here annually. This leeward area had a different landscape to offer for travelers, and enjoying the evening locality, we reached our hotel and had our tea. It was a happy feeling at a happy place, and while watching the most captivating sunset from the hotel's window, life really felt accomplished. The achievements we had and the days we had to live can't really describe that eureka moment, but nonetheless it was our time, the time to celebrate our journey's success. We ended the night happily dancing and enjoying the quality food. For tomorrow, an adventurous bus journey awaits.